Welcome to Bamfordrose. This week is about the cost of painting at franchise dealership. So we often do body shop quotes, and it's for the infamous Aston paint bubble, Aston paint corrosion problem. And one of the most common places for this to occur is the door, around the door handle. And it's a simple case of flatting off the area that is exhibiting the corrosion, treating it, primer, base coat to blend with the rest of the door. So, you know, if your paint craftsmanship skills really good, you only need to base coat a small area to blend with the rest of the door. Obviously you've painted a little portion only of the door, but you still need to lacquer the whole panel that you've painted. So we recently had a customer in who had a door problem needing a small amount of this localized attention, and at one of the franchise dealers was quoted £3,500 to correct that problem. He left pretty sharpish, then came here, and a complete door paint, door lacquer here, including VAT, 500–600 quid. Depending on the extent of the problem, but that's normally the price of a single door. So the question was, you know, why is this big disparity in prices? And this is what's happening in the franchise network. Most of them do not have their own on-site body shops, so they're going to have to outsource to another company. So if they've got to outsource to a company, what's the point in them doing that? Well, they're going to make their cut. So that's going to inflate costs. And then they're not going to give it to the external paint shop and say, well, you know, try and get a blend and yeah, we'll keep the cost down. Well, no, they're not going to have any room for failure or a post-discussion about the blend wasn't good. They'll just solve that problem by saying, right, well, for a door problem, it's repaint the whole side of the car. So this now explains why paint at franchise dealership is extremely expensive. So here's a picture with that door corrosion problem. So we've corrected the corrosion in the localized area, flatted off, primer, and just put base coat in the localized areas, and then lacquered the whole car, lacquered the whole door, and then that whole side of the car, give it a bit of a detail so that the old lacquer on the wing, sill and rear quarter is now looking a bit fresh, match the new fresh lacquer that's been put on the door. And whether it's the stone rashing across the front bumper, front bonnet, up the sills, up the rear quarter, again you can apply this localized blend and that sort of correction rather than a much bigger respray that the franchise dealer would do. So that explains why paint is so expensive at franchise dealer, and whether it's an independent like us or any other body shop, then really unless it was under warranty, you know, paint is better done elsewhere than the franchise network. As always, really helps us if you can like, subscribe, comment below. Let us hear your experiences of paint corrections